Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vokal, the Slug Cat. I know we're back again for a double upload. Big Toph did go live last night. Apparently, she went to a free concert. So thought I would go ahead and whip up another video for y'all. This one didn't look like it was too long, so I figured I could get it out before it got too late. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Highly appreciate it. The Ko-fi link is in the description if you would like to directly support the channel. Also highly appreciated. But yeah, so without further ado, I did want to shine some light on Tophia's story from last night as well. I'm not too sure if the story that she dropped was before or after the concert. I didn't even listen to it. I just screen recorded it because I was in bed. But there was a few things that kind of piqued my interest that I kind of overheard as it was recording. So I thought I would share that with y'all before we jump into her stream from last night.
If you have to ask if this event was free, then I'm not going to answer, because some people are like, you can go to that, but you can't go see your mom. My mom is outside of Albuquerque. This is in...
Girl, Tophia, shut up. Just stop right there. Okay? I looked up where that other shelter is. I mean, technically, it is outside of Albuquerque, but it's literally like right outside. Like, it's literally right outside of Albuquerque's, I guess, maybe city limits. It is not far. I'm sure you could get an Uber there and back if you had to.
Outside of Albuquerque, and I can easily get there. Whereas outside of Albuquerque, I keep saying I don't have it right, and someone's like, you can go to that, but you can't pick up your brother's ashes. I'm constantly moving a lot, and I can't ensure that my brother's not going to get lost or something's going to happen.
Oh, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean you're constantly moving a lot? Are you are you admitting that you're just getting kicked out of shelter after shelter after shelter? Because that's definitely what it seems like. I'm sure you'll be moving again very soon. Keep playing with them people.
That's why he is where he's at, until I can get the money to bury him.
Sure. Never gonna happen.
Like, you're doing this, but you're not getting a job. I don't need to tell anyone what I'm doing. It's none of your business. Mind your business.
See, and this is one thing I really hate about Tophia. Every time she gets these damn Temu nails and a pair of lashes, she thinks she is the hottest shit to ever walk the planet. And it just blows my mind every single time. This whole smug thing, just, girl, you are not all that. You are literally nothing. Literally. I don't know who she thinks she is. She thinks she's Sasha Fierce when she put on these damn eyelashes, and it's annoying as hell.
Why do I need to disclose what I'm doing? Considering the fact that you say keep your personal business offline, then you want personal business. That's weird. I can't enjoy myself.
Ooh, me make point. Me. She's so dumb.
Sorry for the green screen. I tried to put it on my face and it's glitching because it's getting dark. But there is no way I am missing an event for free with Twista. And he literally did Overnight Celebrity. That is one of my favorite songs ever.
Sure.
I could make you a celebrity overnight. And especially, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita. Let me set this party on fire.
Please stop.
Gonna be. Well, she said she wasn't ready for the world. Some new edition, so many repetitions.
How are you this tone deaf?
Party all right. Like, of course,
oh my God.
I need to go to a free event and enjoy myself. I'm not gonna sit around and be depressed like people want me to. Like, hello, I've already been through enough this year. It's
Sure.
been a whole roller coaster. I don't need to be sitting at home moping.
And mind you, nothing has happened to her at all this year. Like, literally nothing has happened to her this year. Just remember that.
Like, I don't have any friends to go to any events or do anything. And the thing is, it's like, I want to start learning how to do things on my own. Because when my mom eventually passes away, because we are all not going to live forever.
That, Tophia, you are going on 32, I believe, next week. That is a crazy sentiment to have at this age. I mean, and hey, I'm not even mad about it, but when people say you need to learn how to do things on your own, I don't think they're talking about going to concerts. I'm just saying.
I am not going to have anybody. And that's the thing. Like, you want me to sit around, be depressed, be sad, be all this. I'm doing the best that I can with my housing, and I'm working on things. So clearly,
Sure.
I have time in between to be able to do things.
Tophia, you have all the time in the world because none of those things take any time. Counseling session, maybe an hour, and working on housing, which is, I mean, at this point, I don't even like, what does that even consist of? Because you keep saying that you turned in the application, but then you have to get something notarized and blah, blah, blah. So it's like either you just do it and get it done, because a notary is nothing but a stamp. They literally read the document over and stamp it. My mom used to be a notary. It like, this whole thing should not be taking this long, but you're just making excuses for yourself, as you always do. This is nothing new.
You just want me to sit around on a Saturday and do nothing? No, I'm going to get dressed up and I'm going to go out. I'm going to have a good time. I don't need to be sitting around being sad, being depressed, feeling sorry for myself, feeling like, I can have a life that I enjoy. So me and my mom could be able to go do these things. And when we have a place and we have a car, I can take her to these events and we can enjoy ourselves.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And let me tell you something about this social media stuff, right? Like,
what you want to tell
us? You guys
us?
are the reason why a lot of your fave content creators are going to leave this app, or leave social media in general. Like,
I doubt it. You know, the content creators that I actually do like, I'm pretty sure that they're making some decent to really good money from their content. And they're probably, if they're not making really good money, they're probably working regular jobs. And, you know, the social media thing, it's a nice supplemental income, you know, maybe an extra 1 to 3K a month, something like that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to fuck up their bag like some people that we know, just because they get a little hate here and there from 5-10% of their audience.
There's another person that I saw that was like, I can't wait for the day till I leave social media and lead a private life. Because some of you guys be harassing people and be pushing people so much to the point where they end up leaving social media. There was a plus size content.
Oh, you mean like how you did Wesley? Or are we not supposed to talk about that? Okay.
Creator that I follow that does plus size content that I like, she left social media to lead a private life. Like, I'm like, me too. I can't wait till the day that I make money off this app and just leave, because you guys never want to take accountability for anything.
Tophia, you are never going to make the big bucks off of this app. You're never going to make enough money from TikTok to then leave social media. It's just not going to happen. If you're not doing it with 400,000 followers, it's not going to happen for you. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Sat here and ruined my relationships with people, and not like dating relationships. Let's not get that into it. But then you literally sit here and say, when I did the horror movies, you're like, these are things you caused. No, these are things you caused, and you don't want to take accountability for it.
How? Okay, so for just for context, I'm pretty sure I grabbed the screenshot of the horror movies. Let me see. Hold on, I actually have to get my phone. Okay, so for context, she dropped, I think it's a post with her top 5 horror movies. And it says 1, the carjacking, 2, I die alone. 3, they stop talking to me. 4, social media. 5, the Discord/Reddit. And you heard her. Somehow these 5 things are somehow our fault. Somehow it's our fault, guys. I don't know how. I don't know how we're responsible for the carjacking when that was some random, some criminal that had a long rap sheet. Somehow we're going to be responsible for her never having a relationship, even though she didn't even take off on social media until she was in her like mid-20s. So it's our fault that Tophiachu stopped talking to her, apparently, even though Tophiachu gave her a second chance, came back around. Tophia fell back into the same patterns of being overly clingy and whatnot and drove her away for a second time. Social media could literally log off at any time, Toph. Like, what are we talking about? The Discord and Reddit, I mean, I guess. I guess you can blame that on the internet because, I mean, it's strictly on the internet. But, hey, come on. You can't blame us for your life and your decisions, man. You got to take accountability. Let that be a big part of this new Toph that's going to be happy and productive, apparently.
So guys, I'm going to be going live on Instagram if you want to come join. If not, I will see you guys later. Have a good day or night where you guys are, and stay safe. Bye, guys. And then just have the absolute audacity to be on here and be saying you need to bury your brother when you caused me to lose the money for my GoFundMe.
Tophia, we didn't cause you to lose the money for your GoFundMe. Ryan caused you to lose the money for your GoFundMe, remember? He suddenly vanished when it was time to verify his identity. Very interesting how that timing worked out. Everything was fine up until it was time to verify who he was. Very interesting indeed.
For 1, for me and my mom to get a place. 2, for my brother to be buried. How heartless do people have to be? And then you tell me I don't want to bury my brother.
How could you be so heartless?
You're mad because I didn't have to go to work for that.
Yeah.
Because my family needed it. My brother needed to get buried, and now the money is gone.
Well, you know what you could have done once that money was gone? You could have went and got a job. Just a thought.
What more do you want? You sit here, you harass people. You expect me to be sad down. And then you say, oh, look, she doesn't care about her brother.
You don't.
I saw my brother die in front of me. I have PTSD every day of my life. I can't turn on and off my triggers. When I'm walking and there's a loud car that zooms by, I freeze when I hear remotely anything that sounds like a gunshot sometimes. I don't...
Tophia, shut up. Because in the real world, how often are there noises that sound anything remotely like a gunshot? Like, come on, be serious. 4th of July, that's like around that time with all the fireworks, that's like the only thing I can really think of where that would be like a common occurrence or a regular thing where you might have to just keep your ass in the house that day to deal with your PTSD. But outside of that, there's not a lot of random noises that sound like gunshots, Tophia. Please shut up.
Function normally with my PTSD some days because it feels like I'm back in the car sometimes. And then sometimes I feel like I have to run away because I was alone. And I didn't run away from my mom, by the way.
You did. No, you did. You did run away from your mom. You literally said, I left my mom. You didn't say he took off in the car before I could grab my mom. You said, I had to leave my mom. I'm sorry. So no, you did run away, but yeah, carry on.
What I feel like if I'm back in the car.
Lying ass.
You don't know what it's like, and it's weird.
Okay, so that does it for Tophia's stories. you know, a bunch of bullshit. But I'm glad I actually got this in order because I wasn't sure if these stories were before the concert or after. But without further ado, let's get into the live stream after her free concert date night with herself.
Oh, hi. I went to a free event
What's up,
today.
Toph?
It was like, I guess they were getting people to vote early, and it was like an event for Twista. I was like, I couldn't miss the fact that it was a free event for Twista. And I was like, I see Twista because Overnight Celebrity is my favorite song. But yeah, the other song.
Okay, look, before we even dive any farther, I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm not even mad that she went to the concert. Okay. If it's free, which I looked it up, it was a free event. She, whatever. Okay. Just because you're homeless doesn't mean you can't enjoy some things. My issue is all Tophia worries about is enjoying life without putting in any work. So I will be very critical on that aspect. But hey, free event, fuck it, why not? But I guarantee you, she definitely probably spent money on other things at this event. Guaranteed.
Songs that he had, but it's dark. What country would I like to visit? Probably Italy. I heard you can get paid to live in Italy. Yeah.
Tophia, I'm like, don't piss me off. Like, come on. we are just getting started with this video. You can get paid to live in Italy. Yeah. Typically with programs like that, it's like it's an incentive because you are going to be typically you're going to be like some type of professional in your field or in some sector of industry that, you can contribute something that they are maybe lacking in their workforce. That's typically how that works. I know, I think Japan was doing something similar to that a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Tophia, you don't have the credentials. Like, whatever it is that they're looking for, because if you could just get paid to live in a country, I'm sure everyone would just be flocking to those countries if it could just be any Joe Schmo. Okay. And B, you don't have a fucking passport. So I don't even know why we're even discussing this.
Yeah, vote for what? Guess not presidents, but I think mayor to vote for like your state senators and stuff like that. I think it was. But yeah, I didn't say Korea. I've always wanted to visit Italy, France.
Sure.
I want to try real authentic pasta, not like Americanized pasta. Okay, I want to try authentic food. And no, you can go to countries and get paid to live there. But
So
I have my
stupid.
mom here, and plus, I don't want to live in another country by myself with people I don't know. Yes, I know that. Duh, that's why I said that. Obviously, that's why I said Italy. I want to try authentic pasta from there. Like, that was something I was going to say because I needed to bring it up. But I remember that one time there was this older lady that was older than me.
Carb
And, like,
maxing.
favorited is still a thing, but, like, it doesn't let me go live on favorited, and I don't know why. And I asked them if they could fix it, and they never fixed it, so I never went back there. But anyways, I was like, okay, thought of something because I was like, on favorited. Lady that was talking about me on favorited, right? She was way older than me. And I'm like, and I'm not trying to be rude when you say you're close to like Jesus, and I'm not trying to be rude, but
What?
no, what it is about older people, you don't like me, right? You hate me, but then you still watch me. You're obsessed.
Well, Tophia, it's probably because, older people, they have more life experience than you, and they're just watching a younger person that is like essentially in, what should be your prime, just squandering and throwing their life away by being completely inactive. Like, you have no initiative to do anything at all besides run your mouth on social media.
That's why I'm so obsessed with me song. And you literally like, and then people act like they harass me, they stalk me, they do all these things, they hurt me. And then they have the nerve, the mitigated gall to act like as if they didn't do nothing to me.
Ooh, big
Isn't that
words.
crazy? Like, how are you going to hurt someone and then act like you didn't do anything and then act childish online? Like, I'll never understand that.
How, Tophia, how are people hurting you? It's all online. What are you even talking about right now? No one's jealous of you. No one is obsessed with you. No one cares. I'll take it back to the Roman Colosseum analogy. Tophia, you are a spectacle. You are the court jester. We are just, it's like watching a train wreck in 1 FPS. It's like we're literally just watching this all unfold in slow motion, watching you continually spiral further and further down. You know, whenever you were living in the car, I didn't think it could get much worse. Now you're in a shelter and your brother's gone and you're separated from your mom. And I was like, man, it can't get much worse than that. But no, now you've been playing with these people. You've been kicked out of multiple shelters and it sounds like you're on the verge of getting kicked out of this one. So eventually we are going to have that tent arc under the bridge 2026. I would love for it not to happen to you because, I don't want anyone to be homeless realistically. But the fact that you're not doing anything for yourself to better yourself or get yourself out of this situation, well, hey, man, that's just karma.
Like, fuck, like, how old are you? Some of you guys are older than me and you literally you do nothing. Some of you guys really need to get some lives. You need to get a reality check because that's crazy. Yeah, the mitigated gall. Look up the words.
Girl, who said that to you? Shut up. Tophia's a parrot. Because I know she never knew what that word was until just recently. Because now she's just going to keep saying it. I bet she says it at least one more time in this live.
I always say that people have the mitigated gall, the absolute.
Tophia, you have never said this before. What the fuck are you talking about?
Audacity. Who cares if I'm 31, 32? I'm not going to be acting like this when I'm 80. Let's be for real. Some of you guys literally are way older than me.
Tophia, why are you acting like this now? You're acting like you're still in middle school as a 32-year-old woman. It's not about waiting till you're 70, 80 years old. You are immature as fuck. To the point where it's devastating, not only yours, but your mom's life as well, because you just refuse to do anything.
And you act like it's okay to hurt people, and then you go online and you act childish. What is this? Like, if I did some of the things that y'all did and I hurt someone as bad as you hurt someone, especially mentally messing with someone, mentally mind effing someone, and then acting like you didn't do that and then be like childish. Like, some.
Tophia, are you talking about Tophiachu? This has to be about Tophiachu. Like, no one is mentally fucking with you. No one is hurting you. We are just random people online that share our comments about the stupid decisions that you make in your life. This is nothing new for you. I don't believe this is hurting you. I don't think you obviously you don't give a damn what our opinion is, or else you would have taken some of the criticism and, built upon yourself. But obviously that's not the case. This is about Tophiachu, ain't it? I bet it's about Tophiachu.
Some of y'all, and it's older people that act like the younger trolls, and it's so weird. You act just like the people that are younger than you, and it's like, ugh, yikes. How old are you? It's mitigated, not unmitigated. Who cares if you have a house? Not everyone has a house. You do know that, right? Homelessness is high. There's millions of people that are homeless. Look up.
Tophia, less than 1% of the U.S.'s population is homeless. Shut the fuck up.
How many people are homeless? That's not nothing to be bragging about, because to be honest with you, your house should get taken away because, see, you're taking your house for granted. I hate when people take things for granted. You should be thankful that you have a house, but instead you want to brag about having a house. God should take away your house because you don't deserve to have a house if you're on here being like, well, I have a house and you don't.
Tophia?
I'm not going to walk up to some homeless person on the street and be like,
now, Tophia, that's not very Christian-like. That's not very Christian-like. You shouldn't say that. I'm just saying. The shelter gonna see this shit.
like, I have a house and you don't. That is weird. You sit here and you justify these older women literally talking crap. It's so weird. Do you not see? And then you literally say your age. Well, why don't you bring up their age then? If you say, oh, you're literally 32. Well,
Well, probably because they actually have their lives together and they're not living out of a shelter on the taxpayer's dime, Tophia.
These women are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, literally talking crap. It's so weird. And then acting childish. You're not harassing someone. You're not doing things. If I did some of the stuff that y'all do to me to someone, I would be canceled.
Tophia, you do it. What are you talking about? You have talked so much shit about Ash Trevino, about Shawty Bay, the ASMR chick. Who else? I mean, the list goes on and on. You have talked shit about so many people on multiple occasions, not just like a one-off, on multiple occasions, bringing up the same people, talking mad shit. You're no different than anyone else, man. Besides the fact that you just you just don't do for yourself, and that's on you.
To mess with someone's mental, to literally mind F them and then literally be like, "You never did that, man," or "Do grow up." Seriously, I don't get it. And then people trying to be full of drama. If I'm talking about someone, I will name drop them. I am not talking about anyone. To be literally sitting here and having the audacity to have the nerve to tell me I'm talking about someone when I'm not is crazy. No matter what someone does to me, I'm not coming online and saying anything bad about them. Whether or not you think I'm throwing shade to someone, that is so weird.
You do though, but you do. Like you can try to talk around it, and just because you say it in a vague way doesn't mean you're not throwing shade. It just means you're a shifty coward.
I'm not throwing shade to anyone. I don't talk about said people in my real life online, whether or not what people thinks, right? I'm not coming on here to do that. I don't care what you do to me. I'll just leave it at whatever was said in private, and that's it. I'm not
Sure.
gonna bring up anything. I am upset. Yeah, I'm hurting, and I have a right to say I'm upset and hurting. Harass. Some of you guys literally mess with someone's emotions, and I'm talking about online.
Girl, see, no, Tophia, no. No, you're not. You're not talking about online because you don't have any friends. So whatever anyone is saying to you online, especially you know that the majority of people are just trolling and dislike you. How are we fucking with your emotions? That those two things do not go hand in hand.
You literally push someone's buttons, and then you say, "Oh, we never did that, Lola." I'm so frankly annoyed because it's so crazy. I told a black teenager how they should feel about K-pop being racist. First of all, I literally said that K-pop came from black culture. So why would I tell anyone about how they feel about K-pop being racist when they defended K-pop being racist?
Who
If that's the person you're
cares? Oh my
talking about,
God.
it was because they defended K-pop being racist. So no, they don't get to sit here and tell us how we should feel about K-pop idols cultural appropriating and wearing black hairstyles that are not pertaining to them while profiting off of black culture. And again, people make money off.
Dude, it's just crazy because Tophia, you were the biggest BTS fan for the longest time. And again, this is how you know Tophia, she doesn't have any original thoughts of her own because she was a huge K-pop fan for a long time. And then I'm assuming she probably saw some TikTok video where a black person was bitching and complaining that K-pop is, rooted in black culture or that, they culturally appropriate whatever. It's just dumb. And she's like, oh, you know what? They might be right. Let me jump on the bandwagon and start parroting that talking point. Like, shut up. God damn. Just think for yourself, man. You're such a loser.
Off of black people. They use black people's struggles, black people's culture to make money while black people are literally struggling. But again,
what? Okay. Now, okay. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong. Okay. Cause I don't listen to fucking K-pop, but when I've seen clips and stuff of like the K-pop videos and whatever, nothing about that screams like trying to imitate black stories or black struggle. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I can see like, the dance moves or whatever. Okay. Yes. But then it's like, bruh, dancing is just, it's a worldwide thing, and a lot of people like hip hop dance. Okay. It is what it is. I wouldn't say you're culturally appropriating just because just because you know how to hit the renegade or some shit. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and defend BTS. You do know that I didn't hear the BTS album, right? Because people have said that the songs that they made was literally off of black culture. Mind you, K-pop.
Exactly. She just confirmed exactly what I got done saying, because people said you didn't formulate this opinion yourself. As a grown ass 30+ year old woman, you couldn't even formulate your own thoughts. Someone had to preach it over TikTok, and you were like, well, you know what? I like being a victim. So yeah, I don't listen to K-pop anymore. Just shut the hell up, man. It's such a non-issue. I don't care. I am black. If you if you couldn't fucking tell. I don't care if other people or cultures want to wear cornrows or imitate, black streetwear, whatever. I don't care. Everybody is a body, as long as you're not hurting anybody. I don't really give a fuck, man. Do you? Because everyone has different interests, and whatever. Let's just move on, because I'm getting frustrated.
Pop is from
I was trying to
black
keep this
culture.
light.
And I did used to listen to K-pop, but I don't really listen to K-pop anymore. And to be honest, the more and more they take from black culture and they don't acknowledge the fact that they are cultural appropriating, that's when I have to take a step back and be like, well, I need to be pouring my energy into black artists that are not problematic. And then to sit here and say I'm not black, that's literally anti-black. I am black. How are you going to fight for black rights? How are you going to be against...
Girl, you was just talking about you can't listen to Chris Brown in your shelter, which a lot of people say is a DV shelter. But you want to preach about listening to black artists that are not problematic. Okay. Like, if you say so, Tophia, whatever.
Racism. How are you going to speak up for black people and then be anti-black? If you're not for black people, that is weird. And y'all love to do this all the time with mixed people, and you love to say, oh, you're not black enough. Or if they're mixed with black and white, oh, you're too black for us.
Oh my goodness.
On the white family side. And then they're like, oh, you're too white for us on the black side. And
Tophia, please, can you just move on to a different topic? I do not want to hear about the struggles of colorism from someone that cannot formulate an original thought. Shut up.
Let's be honest, the real issue we need to be talking about isn't about whether or not someone is black enough. It's about colorism. It's about racism. Those are the real issues that we need to be talking about that no one seems to be talking about.
But
because
why?
Yes, a lot of mixed people are colorist. They're colorist. And you're worried about whether someone's black enough, then you really don't care about the black issues. Because why are you more worried if I'm black enough or not? It's so crazy that you're more worried if I'm black enough, but you're literally not worried about colorism or racism. That's the topic that everyone should be talking about, and it's so weird.
It's not. It's not a topic that everyone should be talking about. Because for one, I mean, racism for the most part is essentially dead. Like, we have discrimination laws in place. Now, I'm not saying that it's, obviously it still happens here and there, certain areas of the country. Yes, I understand that. But generally speaking, this is a non-fucking issue, man. Come on.
Sitting here having discussions about whether I'm black enough or not is crazy. The amount of dog doo-doo that got dumped on me, and I'm supposed to just take it. I'm not supposed to be upset. Oh, and then when I get upset, then here comes someone online with their fingers typing online, telling me I'm not supposed to be upset and then acting childish. You don't like me, but you still watch me, which is why I posted the Mariah Carey song Obsessed. It's crazy, all these people that claim they don't like me, but then they be sitting here and they be watching me, stalking me, seeing what I'm saying. It's so crazy, I can't even talk.
Yes, again, because you're a spectacle. Your takes are so outlandish that I'm like amazed half of the time. Same thing with the, I'm going to get a house or I'm going to start a business, but even though I have no money whatsoever, I'm going to accomplish these two massive goals that typically take some form of capital to get off the ground. It it's just outlandish and astonishing. That is why I keep tuning in. Tophia is like the last really interesting lolcow, in my opinion, because, you know, the other lolcows, I feel like they're just like in a cycle. But Tophia, there's like phases, there's arcs, there's new storylines happening all the time. And it's just, chef's kiss. Love it.
Like I said, people don't have to take everything as it being about them, because it's not always about you. Becky, Sarah, Jay, whoever, Ash too trippy. People take things so personal and it's so crazy.
Here we go.
Not everything has to be about you. I have other real life issues outside of other real life issues, and it's so crazy. Some of you guys really...
I have other real life issues outside of real life issues. Tophia, 2026.
You need to reevaluate your lives. I don't get it. And here's the thing. You're pushing content creators to leave the app, and eventually you ain't gonna have nobody to watch. You're killing social media.
Tophia, shut up. Do you know how dumb that is? That is such a dumb sentiment. Because as far as I know, who else is getting pushed off the app? What big creators have so much trolling and hatred that they are getting pushed off the app and deciding to leave? Nobody. I can't think of anybody. There's probably creators that have been doing this for a long time, and, you know, their money's right. They don't really have, you know, they put like other businesses or investments in place where they don't really need to do social media anymore. That's a more logical and practical thing that I could see happening. Because I mean, we've already seen it happen with a few big creators where it's like they get to a certain point, they got enough money, they use that money to make more money, but not through social media, that would be the smart way to do it, because you're not going to stay famous online forever. You know, she's so dumb. Oh my God. Okay, let's keep going.
There was another content creator that I saw where she was like, I can't wait till I get off social media. I can't wait till I make money outside of social media because of things that are recently happening. And I've been seeing it. You guys feel so comfortable to sit online, harass people, and not allow content creators to have any privacy whatsoever. And you think that you're entitled to give unsolicited opinions about what you do to people online. You have no right to be giving unsolicited advice when you're harassing someone and then talking about religion.
Well, I mean, which is it, Tophia? Are people harassing you, or are they giving you advice? Because those two things are not the same. If someone is giving you advice, it's typically because they want to see you do better for yourself. People that are harassing you don't care. They don't care if you do better for yourself. They're not going to give you advice. The trolls are not trying to give you advice. If anything, you know, they might be telling you to get a fucking job, because like, it's so obvious that would massively improve your living situation. But no one else is giving advice. If they give advice, it's because to some degree, they're like, man, it would be nice to see you do at least one iota better. But you just don't see it that way because, again, you're slow.
Some of you guys literally hide behind religion, because not in the Bible, it does not ever talk about God constantly harassing somebody. You sit online and you constantly harass somebody, and then you act like you're... And the most hateful people are people that have Bible verses in their thing. It's so crazy. It would be Christians literally sitting here judging somebody and talking down on them. God would never do half the stuff that y'all did. I'm just saying, you literally be...
Well, yeah, no shit, because God is perfect. Like, that's you fucking dumbass. That's like the whole thing. He's essentially supposed to be a perfect being that's omnipotent. Duh. Of course he would not do the things that man do. We're rooted in sin. We are, we can fail. We can make mistakes. That's the whole point of the human experience, is to come here, learn that, and then try to be the best version of yourself that you can be, regardless of that. You fucking twat.
He's sitting here hiding behind your religion while harassing someone. I've never read in the Bible that God harassed anybody. God did not harass the people that wronged him. And you know what happened to the people that
Are you
literally
sure?
turned against God.
I don't know,
He didn't have to
man.
harass them. He didn't have to constantly.
You're right. He didn't harass them. He smited people. Tophia, would would you rather that be happening to you? Like, what are you talking? Stop talking about religion, please. Like, just please stop talking about religion. Stop bringing it up. You obviously don't know shit about the Bible. It's so insufferable. And I'm not even like, guys, I'm not even super religious, but it's just annoying hearing someone talk about something that is so important to so many people and just be so fucking wrong. It's like, I can't take it. It's annoying as hell.
Follow them around or talk shit or crap on them. You think just because everyone craps on somebody that it's okay to dump more crap on them because it's okay. Well, she already gets enough. We'll just give her more. And some of you guys are older people that are older than me that don't even act your age, that act childish online after hurting somebody, and then you think that it's totally okay. You sit in panels with people younger than you talking crap about me, which is hella weird because the only people you could connect with are people younger than you.
Bruh, the projection is unreal right now. Tophia, you were like 27, 28 years old, and you had a moderator that was underaged. What do you mean? You've told us you were hanging out on a Zoom call the entire weekend with minors. This is all projection. You are literally talking about yourself right now. And the difference between people like myself and I guess these other older folks that you're talking about that are giving you shit, we're talking to you because you're an adult. You are another adult. You are like, you should be considered on our same level to some degree, but you are so low on the ladder because you are immature. You want to talk about people acting like children and all this? Tophia, you are a 30-plus-year-old woman that sits around in a homeless shelter making thirst traps and talking shit about people that are doing 100 times better than you in life. And you want to talk about having the fucking gall. You are insane. What the fuck, man?
Because you literally can't find any friends that are your age, mind you. And mind you, yes, I do.
You don't have, Tophia, you don't have any friends. The projection is insane, dude. This is crazy.
Make friends with older people, so what? Who cares? Because younger people just be so weird. You be sitting here telling people to go get a job, but you hate going to yours. Some of you guys really need to grow up. Act your age, not your shoe size. This lady was one away from Jesus. And sitting on a panel with young people talking about me is so weird. And then act childish. Like, you guys literally hurt and harass someone. And then you act like childish. I have a right to speak up and say if I'm hurt. I'm not supposed to be hurt. I get.
Tophia, I mean, you have a right to say it, but this is the internet. We don't give a fuck that you're hurt, man. We don't care. No one cares. And you know we don't care. I will continue to stress that. You know we don't care. So why are you telling us? Tell your mom. Tell your counselor. Tell the other nice Christian folks at your shelter that you're having issues, that you're hurt. We don't give a fuck, man.
Get it if you hate me and you want to be hurting, or you want me to be hurting. Whatever. I don't care about your feelings towards me anymore because I'm not going to care.
Sure.
Some of y'all need to really check yourselves before you wreck yourself. Seriously.
Girl, get the fuck out of here, man. With this grade school catchphrase. Man, shut up. Fucking square.
They say it's so crazy. If you're that bothered by me, then don't watch me. That's why I posted that song that I posted with the looking eyes, because why are you so obsessed with me? And it's literally older women that I've seen online talking crap, acting childish, hanging with young people because they want to feel young. It's so weird. Life right now, I gotta worry
Girl.
about getting a financial stable income. I don't need to be worrying about people that are not paying my bills. I don't need to be sitting around crying about people that literally are hurting me constantly over and over again, repeating the cycle. And then I don't need to be upset over a negative comment of a negative Nancy that doesn't have anything better to do but to be negative. And then turn around and act childish. Oh, we didn't do anything. We never did anything. Take accountability for your actions. Because if I get offline, then it's going to be like a bunch of people, right? That literally moves on to the next person. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the
Basically.
internet to solve my problems. First of all, you know how problems can get solved?
Tophia, come on, man. Come on. What do you mean you didn't think the internet was going to solve your problems? Well, what are you doing outside of being on TikTok to do anything, literally anything to better your life? Nothing. Just absolutely nothing, man. You are just lazy, slothful, entitled piece of... Let me stop.
By just getting off online, why don't you delete your account? Why don't you guys not harass people? Problem solved. Me doing lip syncs or me posting going to free events should not bother you. If you're that bothered, go seek a therapist. Your mental health should not be messed up because you're that mad that I'm going to free events. You're that mad that I literally put press on nails. Oh my God, here she is spending money. God.
Yeah, well, you know, I can understand people being mad about you wasting money on lashes and Temu nails when you keep coming back to the fucking internet and asking us for our money via GoFundMe.
God forbid I get a free sample and there's someone in the comment section saying, why did you buy this? I literally said in the video, free sample. If you can't comprehend because maybe you didn't pass whatever grade you needed to pass to read and you're stuck at a 5th grade reading level, then I don't know what to tell you because 50% of Americans only read at 5th grade. Some of you guys lack education because I shouldn't have to say multiple times more than once I received a free sample. Free sample means
Girl,
FREE. I did not pay for anything to be like, why are you writing this in a shop?
I don't believe you. That's the whole thing. I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to us, Tophia. Sure, you might get some free samples here and there, but you're not getting a free sample on nails every other fucking week, man. Like, stop the cap.
Shelter. I don't walk around in lingerie. Is someone that stupid? Are you okay? Is you good? Obviously, saying, oh, no, you don't sleep in that. You don't get to tell someone what they decide to sleep in or what they don't. And then to
I mean, hey, look, you're right. I'm not going to tell you to not sleep in that cheap ass polyester lingerie set, but I know that shit ain't comfortable. Like, what the fuck, man? And it's not even about you going to sleep in the set. It's why did you even get the set in the first place? You're not living it on your own. You live with other random ass people. You don't have a reason to have gotten that. Because I'm sure some cotton PJs, some sweats, and a loose tee would be way more comfortable than that shit. It just makes no sense.
literally be like, no one wants to see you in this. First of all, who said anyone was going to see me in anything? Why does your mind have to go there? I'm literally at a shelter. I'm not dressing for anyone to see anything. That's weird. I'm going to
You're
sleep.
weird.
I'm not trying to sleep with anyone. Then you assume I'm trying to do
Bullshit.
things. First of all, Studchu is literally my friend. There's something.
Oh, hold on. I thought we weren't supposed to call her Studchu. I thought you said it was weird that we call her that. Now you're calling her Studchu. Come on, man. Make it make sense.
Things going on. We never dated. I don't know why people just assume
Yeah, no shit.
any person that I'm hanging around with, I'm dating them. Not only that, you go out of your way to harass people in my real life, so much so to the point where you push them away and then you celebrate me being isolated, saying, well, if you would have gone off the internet. I was off the internet when I was living in a car for a month. Actually,
No, the fuck you were not. This is a whole ass lie. Tophia, like I said, I've been keeping up with Tophia roughly 2 years. There has never been a point where you were off the internet. The closest that you ever came to like not being online is right after your brother passed away. You were still online. You didn't go live. I want to say for maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. It might have been a little longer. I'm not 100% sure. But you were steadily still posting, still making stories. You have never left social media. Stop the cap.
We lived in a car, except the last time. But when I wasn't comfortable going online or going live or doing as much, I literally didn't really post as much for a whole month and you still harassed me. I said, I can literally prove a point. I could literally get offline and you guys will still try to find a way to find me in places to take pictures, to tell people, I'll pay you $400 if you catch her in a car. When I was literally homeless and no one knew I was living in a car, before my brother's ex said that we were living in the Mustang and I denied that because why are you going online telling people our business? Second of all, you literally, the Discord was like, I'll pay anyone $400 to find her living in a car. Some of you guys need to really reevaluate your priorities and stop acting childish. Seek help because this isn't just some normal things.
Shut up, Tophia, because you know what the adult thing to have done when you got kicked out of the damn motel and you had to live in a car? The adult thing to do would have been to suck it up and go get a job. Regardless of how much money you think you were making on social media, regardless of you hating the notion of working a 9 to 5 and being under the man and the system keeping you trapped, you should have went and got a fucking job. Because if you would have gotten a job, your brother might still have been here. Sucks to hear it, but that's the truth.
Some of you guys are very much unstable. Like the messages I received disgusting messages all the time. Do you know that there are some things that happened recently that I can't even speak up about because it'll make the situation worse? Not
Tophia, there is always some bullshit happening that you cannot speak about, man. I don't care. You're gonna talk around it and vague post about it until we have a general context of what the issue is. I don't care. Just whatever.
Not only would it make the situation worse, the amount of disgusting emails I received, or not even just emails, the amount of disgusting messages I received makes me literally want to just downsize my breast because it's so disgusting the way that people literally treat people and talk to people and how they just think they can have access to people. It's just gross. I can't even feel comfortable and
I just, oh my God. Just hearing her say that, that weird taste you get in your mouth when you're about to throw up. Like, Jesus, no, please don't ever mention anything like that again. I don't care. Block the people and move on like every other woman has to when they get weirdos in their DMs. We don't need to hear about this.
in public. I literally went to a pool to go swimming and this guy literally just started hitting on me and it was so gross. It was just like, what? I went to a literal church and this guy started hitting on me. I was sexually assaulted when I was 10.
Oh goodness, not the essay story again. Jeez. But I mean, Tophia, you're 30 some odd years old. How do you think relationships start? The one side has to show, like one side has to initiate. One side has to show that they are interested. Not everybody wants to do the whole, let's be friends for, months to years. And then I'll spring that I like you. That don't do the friend zone thing, guys. It doesn't work. Okay. But yeah, like, no, Tophia, what are you talking about? It's not weird. It's weird because you weren't attracted to them. That's all that is.
And when I was 10, I was literally sexualized and had gross things said to me when I was 10 that no 10-year-old should have to hear. And I was sexually assaulted when I was an adult on a bus because I was just standing there and he felt the need to just grab me. There are so many things that have happened to me, and there are a lot of things like people say, you know what it is? And it's like Gemini's, and I'm going to say this because it has been said. You think I'm telling you everything. I haven't told you anything. It may seem like I'm telling you everything, but I haven't really told you everything. And I'm not going to come in here and talk badly about people, but sometimes, and this isn't towards recent events in the past, where I feel like if I don't speak up, someone else is going to get hurt by people, and I have to keep it to myself. If I got SA'd again, I couldn't come to the internet because then literally people wouldn't care. And then
Oh my God. Like this is like the same thing when the incident happened in the car with Brotherchu. You jumped on the internet to tell the internet. Tell the cops. Like, I can understand you might want to share your story, but it's like you want to share these things purely just to drum up sympathy. And it's sickening when there are people that have went through these things themselves, but they're no one's looking to capitalize off being assaulted other than you. And it's gross.
And to literally victim shame me is crazy. And they say I'm the reason why people don't come out. No, the reason why I say victims don't come out is because of you and your victim shaming. Because you victim shamed people to the point where you tell them it didn't happen to them, and then they don't want to come out because nobody believes them. That's why. The most evil, horrible human beings. And then you have the nerve to say I'm evil. You haven't even begun to know the people that I've encountered throughout my whole life. Only one person, right? And yes, there are some people, yes, that I don't talk to that are not evil. But there was only one friend, really good friend that I had that passed away, that has never done half of what some people have done that is really evil. Not even evil, just horrible. You can't even imagine what happened to me, and I can't even and I'm not going to talk about recent situations because I'm not going to cause any more problems. If someone's not talking about me, then I don't feel the need to be talking about them. I'm not going to talk about anything that happened recently because something has happened.
Ugh, yuck. Christ. You look terrible.
Did you see me for a second? The light was on. No, he didn't. If my dad did that to me, I would have spoke up. Hello? Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's just so weird. If I was to talk about things, no one would believe me. Nobody jumped me. What? No, he didn't, because if he did, I would have said something. He didn't do anything. Actually, it was one of my brother's friends when I was 10. And then this guy on the bus when I was
here we
grown.
go with this
and
shit
again. I've encountered creepy men all of my life.
Please move on.
Like, this man, he was deaf, right? And he wrote on a paper. I was at the library, and I told you guys this. I was on the computers. Because at that time, we were homeless, and we went to the library to pass the time. Because you can't be at the shelter all day. So yes, we did go to the library. And I went to the library, and he just passes me, and hey, do you want to go back to my place and drink? And then especially people online, and I am going to say, because it has nothing to do with people recently. These online men, TikTokers, ones that become popular for their looks or whatever that go viral, they are the worst.
Oh, now she's going to tell us how Wesley and Justin are bad. Go ahead, Toph.
You make someone feel like you care about them, and then how am I supposed to trust anybody? And then you wonder why I don't have a relationship, because when someone says, and it's not even that. If I'm not interested in someone, I'm not going to settle with somebody just because people say, oh, they're being nice. Well, maybe it is slightly the bare minimum. And I'm not saying that person's doing the bare minimum, but some of you guys accept the bare minimum. Just because someone's nice to you, you're going to date them. I don't care if someone's interested in me. If I'm not interested in them, then I'm not going to date them. I'm going to be forefront.
Okay, well, shut up and continue to be single. Who cares?
Honest, I'm not going to lead someone on and then make them think something and then not tell them. If someone expresses their interest in me and I say, hey, I just want to be friends with you. That's it. I'm not going to have a conversation with them and make them think that there's going to be something when there's not. I would hate that. When I have strong feelings for someone, it is strong. When I love somebody, it is hard. It is not just like I'm playing games. I don't play games. Other people may play games, right? And there are games to play. You can go play Monopoly. You can go play Uno, Chutes and Ladders. Go play any games. But when you play with someone's feelings, that is the most messed up thing. The amount
Are we talking about Justin, Wesley, or Tophiachu? Who are we talking about right now, Toph? Just curious.
of videos I've seen of people saying I got let on, they made me believe. Why mess with someone like that? Dump them if you do not want to be with them. Like these TikTok men, especially certain people in the past that people bring up and saying, oh, they never liked you. Of course they did. They wouldn't be constantly telling me, I'm going to fly down and meet you. How
Tophia, Wesley did not like you. Please, like, let that go. The fact that you still think that he liked you all these years later just shows how delusional you really are.
low? You don't meet with just a friend, and you don't say things to friends like that that aren't friendly.
But did he ever do it though? Did he ever fly down there to meet you? Did he ever video call you one-on-one and spend hours on the phone? No. Like, what are you talking about?
Some of the stuff that he has said literally was not friendly.
Sure.
It was beyond that.
Sure.
You don't literally say inappropriate things to your friends. Then y'all ain't friends, and maybe you're friends with benefits. I'm not gonna judge. Well, maybe these men.
You know what, Tophia? You might be on to something. Those guys, they don't say it to friends. They say it to women that they can prey on financially because they know that you're gullible enough. Because I know you was sending Justin and Wesley money back in the day. You was sending them gift points and probably donations and whatnot. Yeah, you might be on to something. You're just gullible.
Didn't really like me, and so what? But that's messed up. If you don't really like someone, you need to tell them. If someone is expressing feelings to you and telling you that they like you, and you lead them on, then you're a horrible human being for doing that. Considering the fact that some of these men have liked comments where I said I liked them and I've expressed my feelings towards them, there is no reason why you need to continue to keep dragging something.
See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Tophia, this is how I know you're socially inept. Because obviously you don't understand, even at your big age, you don't understand how the opposite sex works. You don't understand how men operate when they're actually interested. Because just because a guy likes a comment that you left under his post or his thirst trap saying that you liked him, which I'm sure he probably liked a lot of girls' comments that were probably similar to yours, you big dumb. If they were actually interested in you, they would have reached out to you directly and tried to make something shake. But you have such little experience in the world that you have like no examples to draw off of, because even if you have never had any relationships or been intimate with anybody, I'm not even knocking that, because there's a lot of people that, hold on to their V cards until later in life because they want to find the right person. So I'm not knocking that, but you don't even have like a friend group or a circle to get examples from. Nothing. You just have no real life or social experience, and it shows every time you talk about these topics.
Or leading me on. They have literally liked comments in their comment sections. Come on. I'm not wasting my time to literally just date someone or to sleep with someone. When I am putting my heart and soul into somebody, it's because I think of marriage. I want to marry someone. I do not want to date someone. I do not want to be with someone just for the fun of it. That is what some of y'all want to do. That's okay.
And Tophia, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is you're putting your heart and soul into the wrong people over and over again. We've seen it with Justin, we've seen it with Wesley, and now again with Tophiachu. The thing that's the common denominator between these three people are that they were just being nice and friendly with you. None of them actually tried to pursue any type of relationship with you, obviously, because there was never a dating phase with any of these people. They were just being nice, maybe trying to strike up a friendship. Now with, I don't know too much about Justin, but I would say Wesley, he was definitely, He was definitely taking you for a ride because you were donating to him financially, like many other women probably were at that time when he was popping on TikTok. It's, you need to learn discernment. It's very sad that you don't have this down pat by this point.
I want a life, a house, possibly kids. And because I am bi, that means maybe adopting if I decide to choose to be with the same partner, same sex partner. That is my choice. Or if I
don't ever have kids, for the love of God.
So what? But I am not here playing games with people. Y'all just be hurting the good ones to the point where they don't trust nobody. And it's crazy. And then you wonder why they turn cold-hearted. And you wonder why they act the way they act. I don't mess with people's feelings. I don't tell people I am like, oh, I'm deeply in love with you, and then be like, psych, you thought. When I hear some of these people, I'm glad I never went through that. But then I've never really dated anybody.
Exactly.
I've never dated anybody. We've talked online with these guys. I had conversations with them and never went anywhere. But it's just so messed up to be leading someone like that. And then especially the fact one of them,
Then stop trying to date people online. Date people in your area that you can actually meet in person personally. Damn.
Tried to come back into my life, tried to message me all this and that, tried to act like, oh, everything's all good and cherry, tried to get with me again. No.
See, oh my God, Tophia, because she's talking about Wesley. Whenever Wesley came back to TikTok and the internet, and apparently he had reached out to Tophia to, I guess, say what's up or something, whatever. And she literally just said he was trying to get back with her. Tophia, he had gotten married. I think he was already married, or he came back and announced that he was engaged. What are you talking about? The level of delusion that you have is just mind-boggling, man.
You can't just pick up where you left off. You hurt me. You left. You didn't even say anything. Here I am all worried. And when I care about someone, I worry. Whether you're not talking to me or not, I just want to make sure you're okay. I don't care if you hate me. That's not going to stop me from being a caring person. I pour my heart into people. And if people don't like me like that, if they don't love me like that, so be it. I'm not going to be creepy and be like, I still love you. No, I love you in a different type of way now that you tell me that. But I'm still going to worry. I'm still going to be that person that cares if you're okay.
Sure. Like, you say that, but we already seen how things played out with Tophiachu the first and second time. So you're full of shit.
Whether you hate me to hell or not, I have to learn to forgive people. And it's hard. Because when you hurt someone to the point they turn cold-hearted and you wonder why people act the way that they act, it's so crazy. Now, I don't want to be one of those people that blames everything on a horoscope, but the characteristics of Gemini, because I'm a Gemini, Geminis love really hard. And when you hurt them, they act like they never knew you. And you can only hurt a Gemini so much before they just walk right out and never come back. I would never.
Girl, no one cares. No, no one cares. No one is waiting for you to come back around, Toph.
Never mess with someone like that. And this whole internet stuff is crazy. To act like to celebrate certain things is crazy. Some of you guys really don't know how to treat people. You don't know how to treat human beings. You don't know how to be friends. You don't know nothing. I can post whatever I want without name dropping someone, because if I was talking about someone, I would literally put their name to it. But for you guys to literally absolutely sit here and say I'm talking about my friend is so crazy, because I'm not talking about anyone. I have a right to say I'm upset, and if people don't like it, then oh well. I'm not going to talk about someone that's not talking about me. I have a right to be upset about situations. If you were in my situation, you totally understand why. This year has been so crazy. Last year was crazy. This year is crazy. I'm not going to be sitting around being sad and moping. I'm going to go out and have a good time. Enjoy myself. Why do you want me to sit here and be sad and depressed? I'm not going to be like, poor me, I have no friends. Imagine.
Girl, we want you to go be productive. I think I would say that the general consensus is we just want you to be productive and better yourself, better your life. We don't like, no, I don't care. I don't care about any of this other shit that you're talking about, man. Just go work If not for you, do it for your mom, man. Your mom unless something drastically changes, your mom's last few years are going to be extremely rough the way things are looking.
Imagine if I was one of those people that's like, I can't go anywhere because I don't have anyone to go with. I went out and had a good time by myself. I enjoyed my time until someone showed up, yes, but I went by myself.
What?
I'm not gonna let anyone or anything stop me from.
Hold on. Who showed up, Tophia? Did Studchu show up? Did Angie show up? I'm curious. I want to know. Come on, dish. Maybe we'll find out in later on in this live or another live.
Being happy or take my happiness away. I don't need to be heartbroken. I don't need to be sitting here sad, depressed, that I'm losing people in my life. So what if I'm a lone wolf or a one person? I gotta learn to enjoy life and not be so depressed. For 2 whole days, I was so depressed. Mind you, all this situation has literally caused me health problems. And if you guys think someone said, oh,
what?
Your friend's not talking to you again, so that's why you went to the hospital. No, I am literally having health problems because I am having anxiety and I'm stressing.
Girl, shut up. Please, just stop talking. Man. And no, the people are right, because it seems like every time something happens with a friend and they're not fucking with you, all of a sudden you're having health issues. This is a cycle. This is a pattern.
The stress is causing me constant headaches, and the stress is causing me shakes. The stress is causing me health problems that is sending me to the hospital. They have literally told me that. My mom has high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I am freaking out. Whenever someone leaves or something happens and I feel abandoned or it's a very serious situation that I freak out, of course I'm going to end up in the hospital. We've already had...
Girl, that is not normal. That's not fucking normal. People go through these types of things every day and they're not ending up in the hospital. Maybe you should talk to your therapist about that shit.
This conversation, they called me and I said, yeah, well, but they didn't really do much of anything. They told me to just take medicine every time I have a headache. I'm always going to have headaches because I'm stressing.
Well, why don't you do things to de-stress? Maybe try meditation. Maybe do some yoga. You need to physically move that rotund thing that you call a body. I don't know, man. Like, take control of your mental state. I don't know what to tell you.
Trying not to freak out, but that's not possible. Every day I'm dealing with something because now the stress is causing me to freak out. I'm behind on my storage and I had to post the videos because I didn't post them. So now that I posted those videos to YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, I will get paid from Temu. But
Tophia, you are not getting paid from Temu, man. You are never going to get that money. It's not going to happen. Even if by some divine miracle, this whole Temu sponsorship was real, because at this point, I don't think it's real at all. I think this was just an elaborate troll. Probably not even elaborate. She's just, again, she's gullible, man. Just gullible as fuck. Even if by some divine miracle, you did get the money from Temu, you would blow it. It would be gone within, what she said, about $3,000. It'd be gone probably within like 2 months tops. I guarantee it.
I have to wait for that, and then I have to make a late payment because I'm behind, and I'm trying not to freak out because I don't want to lose my stuff that was my brother's things. Then we really won't have anything from my brother. I'm trying to do the best that I can with the situation that I have, but when something happens, I don't like, and I didn't go because someone was not talking to me. I went for my health. They put me on fluids. I literally had an IV that was putting fluids in me.
It's because you don't drink any fucking water, Toph. That's why. You dehydrated ass.
Literally had to be put on fluids and take headache medication. They didn't give me an IV with fluids because I was faking anything. They did not give me medication because I'm faking. They literally would have not gave me medication if that was the case. And I don't care if anyone cares. So
we don't.
If nobody cares, but I'm being truthfully honest. I went to the hospital when I did because I was not feeling well. I was incapacitated for like 2 days. I was crying. I was depressed. My depression was causing anxiety. I was freaking out. I literally cried so much so to the point that I dropped to the floor and laid on the bathroom floor because I couldn't process everything that was happening because there were so much things happening at once.
You're in a shelter and you don't do anything. There cannot be this much shit happening virtually every single day, man. I know that when you are saying that so much happened, it's just your friend is not fucking with you. That is it. That is the only thing that has changed. And maybe the shelter is telling you like, hey man, TikTok motherfucker, time's running out. You need to start getting yourself in gear.
There is so much more things that I can't even talk about till I get a place. You don't even know what I've had to deal with in the past year. Nobody
Not a
knows what I
damn
have to
thing.
go through. And I get it. Everyone's going through something, right? It's so insensitive to be like, everyone's going through something. Everyone wasn't going through something when it wasn't this bad. Now all of a sudden you want to bring that up. I know everybody's going through something. I can see it. I see it on my Instagram so much so. The
Oh my
detention centers, people
gosh.
being deported to places they're not from, an American literally being detained and deported and literally has citizenship in America. I see the things that are going on. I see people dying from terminal illnesses and people getting cancer and being diagnosed with cancer.
Tafia, all those things you just listed, those are all like real problems. Those are things that I could see someone stressing out and breaking down and, having a conniption and maybe needing to be hospitalized because those are all extremely serious situations. Your situation is self-inflicted, so I don't care.
I see all of that stuff and to literally act like I don't see it is crazy. I know everyone is going through something, but that doesn't mean that you get to be shitty to someone and excuse yourself being shitty. Imagine being a shitty human being to someone and then saying, well, it's okay to be shitty. And then everyone's going to side with that person because they don't like me. I would never do some stuff to you. And when people see that I ain't doing nothing, then we all know what's going to happen. When people realize things, I'm not going to say nothing.
Sure.
I'm not
Okay.
talking about situations. I'm not talking about anyone. I'm not throwing subliminals. I'm not saying he and then I'm meaning someone else. No, not everything has to be about people. People knows my past situations. I literally wake up every day and have something going on. I wake up with, I get headaches, and it doesn't matter if I wake up with constant headaches. I'm always going to have constant headaches because I am stressing. I'm behind on my bills, and people are like, just go get a job. You don't even know
Yeah.
half of the stuff that I have to deal with that I can't even talk about. God,
If if being behind on your bills is one of the big things that are stressing you out, go get a fucking job. Like it's really just that simple.
God forbid. And it's not even wanting to talk about it. It's because for me and situations in the past, I don't want someone else to get hurt by people. And it's not even just that. It's not even coming on here because I'm not coming on here just to spill some tea or to talk about drama because in no way, shape, or form is any of this drama. It's not about talking about drama. It's about addressing things that are not okay. And it's sad because in the
Uh-huh.
past when I was SA'd, right? It's so crazy to
Oh
tell
my
someone
god.
that they're not supposed to talk about that because that guy, which if I wish I remember, I think I can remember who he is and I think I know because he used to live at the apartment I lived at. It is so crazy because things like this happen where women get victim shamed and then when they don't speak up about it,
Tofia, if he lived in the same apartment complex as you, why didn't you report him, man? It like instead of telling us, tell the cops. It's just so dumb, dude. Holy
then the
shit.
guy walks around free, able to do that to someone else. And if I don't say something, it's going to happen to someone else and someone else is going to get hurt. And then I'm going to feel bad because I didn't say anything.
Well, did you file a fucking police report at the very least? Did you do anything about that situation besides telling us on the internet as if we are supposed to do something for you in that situation?
And I've had to keep a lot of things to myself and not say anything because it'll make things worse. And people are not going to take accountability. And maybe they will deny stuff. Well, you was in the wrong. You know what you did. Just take accountability and say you did that. The amount of messages I got from somebody literally telling me to send them a picture of my boobs is crazy. The men on These apps are
We don't
disgusting. In no way am I
care.
exchanging photos for money. That is so crazy. I will never sell myself like that. And I don't want people to be here, oh, well, you started an OF. You said you would never sell yourself like that. I'm not even thinking about starting an OF.
What?
Why does it every time people come around me, and I'm going to say this online, offline, whatever, men that I've encountered, the people that I've encountered, why does it always have to be about sex? Seriously. I have been treated like a piece of meat, and I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm sick and tired of being like, people have that mentality, oh, it's the way you dress. I could be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. And if I'm not interested.
Girl, Tophia, I can assure you, it is not the way you dress. You dress like you're in middle school, man. Like, get fucking real.
Now, look, I'm not trying to run out here and have sex with everyone, but why is that so important to people? It should just be about how you treat others. And I'm sorry, I thought I snapped something, and it reminded me of something. Anyways, I get it, and I'm not shaming people that want that, right? But I would like spending quality time with people. I like spending time with the people I care about. That's me. I'm not out here trying to do all that. And if someone that eventually I'm with or someone that I get with, I want to make sure that it's not just like, oh, let's go real quick. No, I'm not messing with people like
Okay.
that. If I say I love you, I really mean it. I'm not out here just like messing with people like that. And that's so crazy. But oh wow, you don't even know half of the stuff I went through. And then you wonder why I don't have a relationship. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Why does it have to be like
Of course. Of course. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's everybody else, as always. Just like with any other situation that you've ever dealt with, it's not you, it's other people. The fuck out of here, man.
oh, you don't have a boyfriend? Yeah, well, right now I'm trying to get a place to live. I'm not trying to get a boyfriend. And if things happen, so be it. People say you can help you fall in love with, well, you can, you do choose. But in a sense, if it's an unexpected type of thing where you fall in love with someone unexpectedly, then no. I'm not out here actively looking for a relationship, but if something happens with somebody and it's unexpected, then I just go with the flow of things. I just go.
Like with Studchu, is that what you're saying right now? That was unexpected. You just tripped and fell head over heels for someone that didn't fucking want you. Shut up, Tophia. Oh my God. Change the subject, please.
Go with the flow of what's ever going on. But to be honest with you, I'm not out here actively looking for a relationship. I'm insane? How is that insane? Some of you guys really don't know how to love people, and it's so crazy. Why? How is that insane to want to be loved properly? That's not
It's
crazy to
not.
ask
No one is
for
saying
someone
that.
that says what they mean and not lie to someone or lead someone on. If you literally say that you love someone, then mean it. It's not that hard to ask for someone to be a decent human being, even be beyond decent, because let's be honest, I'm not just going to be out here for someone that does the bare minimum. Is it insane?
Tophia, you are the living definition of the bare minimum. So as far as the guy that you get or the person, whoever, it's going to be a bare minimum person as well. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. You're not going to get someone that's going above and beyond for someone that won't even do anything for themselves.
To ask, yes, it's probably crazy to ask in a world like this for someone to truly care about you as much as you care about them and not put on this fake mask and then say, I never cared about you. I never. That's jacked up. And online, that's horrible. And I get it. If I just talk to someone online and it never gets to that point, then so be it. Anyways, my phone's gonna die too, and I gotta
Goodness
take
gracious.
this makeup off and get ready for bed. I'm probably gonna go watch a show. You don't need to be giving unsolicited advice when you don't own your house. So you don't need to be giving advice when you're not taking your own advice. And especially telling someone to get a job, that's not advice. That's being rude. And especially when your advice.
Tophia, like, oh my goodness. Oh, I cannot. I just can't. You want to talk about people acting childish, but you're saying that someone telling you to get a job is being mean, being cruel, when you just got done talking about you're stressed out because you're behind on your storage payments, which means I'm sure that after the storage, it'll be the cell phone next. Because that's the one thing Tophia will make sure that she pays. As long as she's making anything off of social media, that phone bill will be paid. The the storage will go long before the phone. Because realistically, you know, I just can't. This is just so dumb, Tophia. You say you're an adult and you're mature, but like the solution to your problem is so obvious, and you just won't do it. I don't get it, man.
Advice is being rude. That's not advice. I could tell you to get the F off the internet, and I'm not going to cuss, but if I did cuss and say get the F off the internet, that's not advice.
Yeah, why would you be telling us to get the F off the internet? We don't have issues on the internet. You have issues paying for your quote unquote bills, all 2 of them. So yes, getting a job is sound advice.
I could tell you like that and then say it's advice. Let's be for real. That's not advice. I didn't ask you for advice. I didn't pay for your advice, so don't give me advice. Some of you guys need to learn to stop.
Okay, then just be homeless forever. You'll just be in the shelter till the end of time. And I'll just keep covering you as you talk into the wind about all these plans and dreams that will just never fucking happen.
Stop giving content creators or people online unsolicited advice. If I asked for advice, I would say it's differently. I didn't ask for your advice, so keep your fingers to yourself and stop.
Okay, well, you know what, Tophia? You didn't ask for our advice. You right. Don't ask us for our fucking money in the next GoFundMe when you inevitably get kicked out of this Christian shelter. Okay? Because if I can't even give you advice, I sure as fuck don't want to give you my fucking money. How about that?
Stop typing advice no one asked for. Especially because if you start spewing advice to someone, close your mouth because they didn't ask for that advice. Don't talk if no one asked for advice. That's rude. Imagine coming on the internet and start telling someone advice and they didn't even ask for it. And then you wonder why people snap at you and then you act like, oh, they snapped at me for no reason. No, they snapped at you because you gave advice that they didn't even ask for. I'm going to leave the live and talk. That's weird. I'm going to leave the live and probably go watch a show, like I said. You're weird. Why do you always have to mention kids?
Get out of here, Tophia. Log off.
I'm about to be 32, so weirdo.
55.
Well, some of you do, and who cares if you're grown? That's a weird statement to be like, I'm grown. Well, then act like it. Why are you complaining about whether or not someone won't do what you tell them to do? I don't have to do what anyone tells me to do, especially when it comes to my choice. You don't get to sit here and say you have to do what I say. You don't control me. That is so beyond weird. Oh, you didn't do what we say, so now that's cult behavior. If you don't follow the cult, then you face consequences. Come on now, that's mob mentality.
No, because you have came to the internet multiple times asking for handouts and pity bucks. So it's okay for you to ask us for our money that we go to work and hard for. We have to go to work our 9 to 5s, busting our ass day in, day out, while you sit on your ass all day, not doing shit, talking into your cell phone, and then you want to come and ask us for our money. And then when we're like, well, you could just go, no. I didn't ask for your fucking advice. I asked for your wallet. Man, go fuck yourself.
I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I'm not
leading you and your mother right off a cliff.
I'm going to sit here and do what you tell me I need to do. You don't get a job, then we'll continue. No, it's my choice what I choose to do with my life, not yours. I was literally making money online and paying my rent, doing exactly what people was telling me to do, and you still harassed me. That is...
Girl, no, because even back then, people were still telling you to go get a damn job. You weren't doing what people told you to do. You're a rebel. But you're not even proving anybody wrong. That's the worst part. It'd be different if you were proving everybody wrong and showing us up and showing that you could make a way and keep your life stable and take care of everything, but you're not. And you just keep slipping further and further through the cracks.
Weird behavior. Oh, because you think I didn't change?
You
don't
haven't.
do what you need to do. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about me. You want to sit here and talk about priorities, but you're up all night 24/7 talking about me. And when I get off the live, you're going to talk about my live stream. That is weird behavior. When they made, what was it, the Discord or the Reddit, when they made the bingo card of things I'm going to talk about. Imagine sitting down and making something on someone. You have that much time in your hands, then I'm not going to go work for a corporation to make them money. You must be out of your mind, considering the fact the way that they treat their workers. No,
just
thank
wow.
you. Some of y'all need to invest your time and energy in bettering your life instead of worrying about someone else and then talking about priorities.
Oh, like you? Should we all do what you're doing, Tophia? Because it just seems to be working out so great. So great.
Your priorities aren't in check. Your priority starts with thinking about me when you wake up and going to sleep thinking about me. That is weird behavior. When I go to sleep, I don't think about social media. I don't think about the hateful comments or the people that are talking about me behind my back, or the people, because a lot of people probably smile at my in my face, not probably in real life, online, and then turn around and talk shit about me, or act nice to me and then turn around and talk shit. I don't know what you do when I'm not there. Some of you guys really need to seek some help. I'm not getting kicked out of anywhere. But anyways, I have to go get some sleep. Take this off and probably.
You say that. You say you're not going to get kicked out of there. All right. I mean, we'll see. Because, I'm sure this shelter has a time limit or a term limit, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure they have, we want to get you going and back on your feet in X amount of time. They're not going to just keep dumping resources into you indefinitely, Tophia. And the fact that you don't think that you can get kicked out of here, even though we all know you're already on thin ice with these people, that just says so much about you. Just insane.
Probably could watch a show because I need to.
Then get off. Shut up.
You ain't gonna see anything because the camera's blocked. Hello Kitty merch instead of a place to live.
Tophia, are you live in the shelter right now? See, this is what I'm talking about. Tophia, stop playing with these people, man. You are playing with your livelihood for no reason. You're not even making any money. I'm pretty sure this was on Instagram. This is just risking it for no reason.
You literally don't, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Places require you to make 3 times the rent. There is no way I'm making $3,000 at McDonald's. And then to say me spending, $100+ at a Hello Kitty event, when literally $100+ is not going to afford a place to live. The little bit of money I make online is not enough to keep a place paid. I am working on an income, and I am also working on getting a place to live. I don't have to.
Tophia, what? Oh my God. What does working on an income even mean? You work on getting a job. The income is part of that. Because when she says I'm working on an income, it sounds like she's trying to finesse. She's trying to find a system that she can finesse into getting money on a regular basis. I mean, I don't know how else to take that statement. Because what does getting an income mean if you're not going to work? Just fucking dumb, dude.
Tell you what I'm doing. Some of y'all are weird. Oh, you could have saved that. I can save to pay first and last month's rent, and then I won't have the money for next month. They need an income coming in. I don't know if you know that. And then to sit here and say social media is not a job. First of all, I'm doing social media while I'm also trying to get an income. So that's weird. So now I'm a stupid hog because I literally said something you didn't like. You see, when it doesn't fit your narrative, that's when you start insulting me.
No, it's because what you're saying is literally fucking stupid, Tophia. It's dumb. We know you don't make any money on social media. You have literally been kicked out of the creator program. You're not making shit. You're making maybe literally change $1 at most per day. When you go live on TikTok, which you haven't even been going live on TikTok, you've been going live on Instagram. So you're literally not making any money at all, basically, right now. What are you talking about? You already told us you made $11 on fucking Facebook last month. Okay, whatever, man. We'll see how things shake over the next couple months. I feel like we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer and closer to the tent shoe.
At least I'm smarter than you. I don't have to
You're
insult
not.
you when I literally tell you the truth. Also, now you didn't like what I said, so I'm a stupid hog. Why? Because I'm not telling you what I'm doing, and you're mad that I can do these things, and also explain to you because I'm smart and you're not. So now all of a sudden you're mad because you can't paint the narrative that I'm spending money that is literally, that you claim was coming from a GoFundMe when it wasn't. Aww. And then you're the one that's mad. And then you say that I'm mad. I'm not mad. And sometimes when I talk very passionately, you see, I can get paid online and do social media and also do other things and not have to come online and tell you what I'm doing. If that's the case, then why don't you put everything online? Put your whole life online and see, and then you see, and then you try to handle it. I want some of you guys to put your whole lives online.
Why would we do that?
And see what I have to go through. You won't do it because you're too scared. Some of you.
No, it's not that we're too scared. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. Why would we? God, okay, whatever.
You guys ain't living the life that you want people to see, and you put up this facade. And I know I shouldn't. It's like the whole Scarface didn't literally live as a fake or a fraud. He wasn't hiding behind some persona. Some of you guys literally hide behind these personas that you literally hide behind besides yourself. What is so crazy is that you don't act like who you truly are. You put on this mask, this character, and pretend to be someone you're not, and it's so weird. Anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. I gotta go to sleep, so I'm gonna end the live. Bye, guys. Good night. Because I don't need to be sitting here just arguing and telling people stuff that it's a back and forth thing. But anyways, good night.
Please go on. Get out of here.
Bye, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.
Just fucking ridiculous, man. Like, I can't understand. There's nothing she says ever makes sense. She never can string together a coherent thought that actually makes sense. And then to be so smug about it, man, it drives me insane. I just don't understand the logic whatsoever behind any of this shit. But that's neither here nor there. It's not my problem. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching the second video if you watched the first. And yeah, y'all be safe. We're about to kick off another week, so I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday. And yeah, y'all be good. Take care of yourselves. Be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.